Hey everybody, this is DarthTimmanis here, and I am playing Hexit. So today, let's just go ahead and whoops, let's just go ahead and get right on it. As I mentioned in this last episode, the first episode of the whole thing, I went ahead and just kind of said I'm playing Hexit. What is Hexit? Well, Hexit is a collection of mods, or as in common lingo, they call it a mod pack found in the Technic launcher. Technic is, if you're familiar with Tekkit, or Volts or Big Dig, it's a part of that. It's part of that group. So you can find this game, this collection of mod packs, in that launcher. This is what sets this apart, as I mentioned in the other one, isn't that this is all about like building machines and automating and all that kinds of stuff. It's all about adventure. It's all about going out and exploring, and there's so much around here to explore. If you look at my mini map, you see in like the top right corner there's like 2 or 3 little gray things up there, and those are places for me to explore. There's we'll get in it here in a couple of episodes, but I mean, there's a huge castle, there's a huge tower, there's some ruins around. We're going to get out, we're going to explore all of that, but I need to be prepared. So first and foremost, what we're going to do today is we're just going to go over the basics of Hexit. In this episode, I'm going to go over the basics of Tinker Constructs, which is the main mod that everything in this texture pack kind of goes around. This is how you're going to create your tools. This is how you're going to create your weapons. Unfortunately, this is not how you create your armor, as far as I'm aware. But it's how you're going to create all the tools that you need. It's how you're going to create all the weapons that you need. And it's just very, very cool. If you're used to vanilla Minecraft, this is totally unusual to you. This took me a while to get the hang of because I play mostly vanilla Minecraft and I played Feed the Beast. So that's why I'm doing this today. I just kind of want to, as simply as I can, go over everything. When you start Hexit, you get a book, and the book is called Materials and You, and there's 2 volumes. There's volume 1, there's volume 2. So in volume 1, it just basically goes over everything that you're going to need to make here for the basics. So all the recipes for everything that we're going to talk about is found in this book, and it's very, very easily found if you just type it in the search bar. So everything we're going to go over today and next week is found in Volume 1, Volume 2, and then the Mighty Smelting book, because I'm going to go over smelting as well. So here are the basic things that you're going to need. You're going to need a stencil table. You're going to need a pattern chest. You're going to need a part builder. You're going to need a tool station, and eventually you're going to need a tool forge. Tool forge is like the most recent addition to it. It's in the most recent update. It's not even in, well, it's in the book here. But the tool forge is like an advanced tool station. You're going to need it. You're going to want it. It's pretty cool. Alright, so here are the things that you need, and you can just very, very easily set them down one right next to each other. You want to have the parts chest and the part builder right next to one another. You're going to want to have the tool station and the tool forge right next to each other. So we have our stencil table, we have our pattern chest, we have our part builder, we have our tool station, and we have our tool forge. And tool forge is an advanced tool station. You pretty much can suffice with just one of these as opposed to 2, but it's just cool. Yeah, if you do one, you need to build a tool station to build the tool forge anyways, so you're going to need to build the tool station regardless. So you need these things. This does kind of override this. There's a lot more options available here, a lot more things to build, but let's get in it. So what you need with a tool station is plenty of sticks and wood planks, and that makes blank patterns. So as I said, this is all found in the book. So what you do is you put blank patterns in here, and then you just go through and you pick apart the things that you want to make. You want to make an axe. Well, you're going to need a axe head pattern. If you want to make a shovel, you get the shovel head pattern. A plain old axe, and a sword blade. So look, I just made a sword blade. So you have all these different things available to you, and some pretty cool stuff in there. There's a whole lot. So you just go through and you pick out the parts that you need. Alright, so over here I already have a bunch of these already made. So let's just start grabbing stuff that I need. I've got about all the tools that we could want and we could need. Probably a lot of overlap here as well. And let's see. Then you put all these in the pattern chest. Alright, let's see. Shall we get all of it? Can I fit all of it? I bet we're gonna have. Nope. Put all this in the pattern chest. Alright. Now if you can or cannot see, it's getting dark, so I'm going to retreat, get some sleep, and be right back. Now we have all the patterns and they're ready to go. So let's see what we do with them. Alright, what you're going to need is go over to the part builder. And the part builder and the pattern chest need to be next to each other, because everything that's in the pattern chest you can very easily have available to you in the part builder. So you need to have some kind of stone or some kind of block, some kind of ingot, something here to create the parts out of. Now we're going to get into, you can't put iron in there and you can't put other metals in there at the moment. We're going to get into that a little bit later of how you can go about doing that. That'll be in the next episode. But right now we're just going to do basics. What we want to do is we want to make a pickaxe. Okay, so we're going to need the pickaxe head pattern. We're going to need a tool binding pattern, and then we're going to need the tool rod pattern. Now, how do I know we need these things? You go here to the tool station and you pick a pickaxe. What do you want? You want a pickaxe head, a tool binding, and a handle, and the handle is the tool rod pattern. Very easily you pick out what you want. I want the pickaxe head, and you have the cobblestone here, so you select you want the stone head. Okay, now you take that down, and now you want the stone binding, and you notice that the stone binding also creates a stone shard. Basically, the reason why this is there's just not enough material left over, or there's too much material left over after everything. I'm making 2 of everything for a very specific reason. Okay, you don't have to. You just only need 1 if you're going to make 1. Okay, and you want the tool rod, the stone shard. Okay, so right now we can just go right over here to the tool station or the tool forge, click what we want to make, and I want to make a pickaxe. So I will collect or select putting the pickaxe head there, put the stone binding there, and put the stone rod there. And look, blah, 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 I have a pickaxe, and I have made a pickaxe. Now you can look at this pickaxe and see its durability is 65 out of 65. Now this is just a plain old stone pickaxe. You can make this out of wood, you can make this out of pretty much anything. There are things that we can do to level this up, to make it a better pickaxe. We can do things like add diamonds, increases durability. We can add redstone, which increases the speed on it. We can add lupus, which adds fortune to it, or lapis, not lupus. We don't want to add lupus because that's a disease, right? Add lapis to it, and that's kind of like adding fortune to it. Now you do need a whole lot of lapis. Now in the second volume of the books that you get, this tells you all the modifiers and everything that you can do with read the book, everything that you can do creating tools, what materials you need, and what modifiers you have to get. So this is just a really in-depth book. It goes through all the questions that you could possibly have considering any of this stuff, and I'm going to give us some advice in the next episode about how to make really good tools for cheap. You notice that it really only took 3 for each tool for that stone pickaxe. It only took 3 pieces of cobblestone for the whole thing. Now, if you play vanilla Minecraft, you're like, oh, holy crap, that's awesome. Now, here in Hexit, though, you realize that the durability of this pickaxe sucks. It's like I could go mining with it, and we would be done probably in about a minute if I just mine straight. The durability of it sucks. So we have to make better tools, and we have to add modifiers to these tools to enchant them, so to say. So this is the basics for episode 1 for how to do the Tinker constructs, the basics, the stencil tables, the pattern chest, the part builder, and the tool station / tool forge. I highly recommend using the tool forge as opposed to the tool station, just because there are more things available to it. There's these awesome hammers available to it. There's some lumber axes, which is a better axe for just cutting down trees. Instead of the hatchet. There's all sorts of different things in there. So yeah, have a look at this, and it's very cool. Alright, so that's it for DarthTimmanis for today. Again, just covering the basics of the Tinker's construct in Hexit. Next episode, we're going to be looking at the smeltery, and all that we can do with the smeltery is absolutely amazing. I'm going to give you right off the bat, if you want really good tools, all you need are 3 pieces of iron. I mean, you need more than that, but all you really need to make a really good pickaxe is 3 pieces of iron. I'm going to show you how next episode, okay? Thank you very much. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.